Okay guys, best way to do this is grab your wheel, and I have a kickstand on the back and on the front, so I started with it on the front, but to make it super simple and easy, just grab your wheel and gently lay it on its side. That way you have access to these little grub screws right here. So what you want to do, first step, is taking their OEM hanger off and put your 2-inch lowering kit, pedal kit drop on there. Is get you a little tiny Allen. Go ahead and pull these little black screws out. These are little end caps that keep the main steel pipe that holds the pedal on. And pull those out. I'm trying to find my, there it is, hold on. It's hard floor, protect knees. Okay, just pulling out these little black screws. Simple and easy. There's one. These are your little end caps. They come out really easy. But I already did the other side. It went super smooth. So I figured I'd just give you guys a quick little tutorial. So these just come right out. Once you get both screws out, just pinch it. See that? That little tiny, it's just an end cap. That's all it is. Put my screws back in it so I don't lose anything. Okay, and then right behind the end cap you got a little piece of rubber. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, and I'll bring in and show you what it looks like here. Sorry guys. So you literally just have a little rubber that keeps the pedal. Rod doesn't move, but the rubber slows it down. So we're going to do the same thing on this side. And then next step is you want to loosen this grub screw right here so it's not pinching that rod, and I'll get back to you. Guys, we're taking out the grub screw now. Get your Allen wrench on there. Actually, I'm not going to take it all the way out. Leave it threaded just a little bit. No, we do got to put it in the OEM one. So yeah, take it all the way out. See how there's a little blue Loctite on there? Let's see if I focus. Okay, we're going to put that over here with our 2 side caps. And then notice on the one that he sent me, he's added a stainless steel, but he doesn't have any Loctite on it. And I want to show you the difference here. The reason why you want to swap these out. I'll lose it here. Okay. So on his that he mailed, see how it's flat? Right there. Focus. Sorry. Okay. See how there's no sharp edge to it? It's just a flat grub. And the OEM one that comes from Inmotion is kind of like tapered. And so you want that tapered one. So we're going to use Inmotions, and it does fit here. So I'm going to put that in now. And just don't put it in deep. You don't want it to you want to watch to make sure inside that hole right there that you're not seeing it protrude. Else it will make your rod tight to get in there. Alright guys, the next thing we're going to do is get our little mallet and hammer and tap these little rods out. Guys, get you a little punch and gently, now that you got those end caps off, you don't have to take the rod completely out. Just get it past this one hanger. Get that right in the middle. You already got your grub screw out, so you have nothing catching. You want to keep your pedal totally flat against your wheel when you're doing this because it keeps it loose on the rubber. See that? Okay. Show you. Let's see here. Sorry, guys. So take a look. What comes out is the metal rod, and you have this little rubber that you can put back on. And I'm not pulling the entire rod out Just gonna get it out to where you can see it clearing. Clearing right there, okay? And we'll just leave it there, keep it clean. That one piece of rubber is just a nice little rubber catch. Okay, now you can pick your pedal up, remove it, just set it to the side. And then what we're going for now is these 3 bolts on each side. I'm gonna take that OEM hanger off, and let's see, I think I need to change my tool size. Yep, make sure it's good snug fit, guys. All these Allens are SAE or millimeter. You don't want to strip anything. Okay, gently. I like to just use a screwdriver, that you're not over torquing or under. When you're screwing off, you kind of feel the tension. You need to put them back on it. Loosen them all up. There you go. Not too bad. These have Loctite on them, so they don't look like they're crazy tight for just a screwdriver to unloosen, but they don't need to be much tighter than that with Loctite. They'll be fine. So anyway, all right, let me get this new one set up and I'll get back. Guys, we got the OEM hanger off. You can see behind there. Now, if you notice, Inmotion had this in the lower. Some guys that are real short-legged, you know, you might want to even use the OEM and rise your pedals up. But Inmotion had it on the lowest one. Of course, I bought this from Alien Ride, so they may have put it lower, but I think they came stock on the lowest one. So you could do that. You go that one, or you could go that one. For me, I want to drop down this far. So, anyway, here is the new. Check this out. And it sits right there, and look how much more of a drop that is compared to this original OEM right there. I got 2 full inches of drop. So, and like I said, it doesn't scrape any of the suspension behind it. It's machined perfectly. And like I said, I'll leave a description in the I'll leave a link in the description of who you can order them from, and he's really good. All right, we're gonna bolt this on, and I'll get back to you. Guys, putting the last screw on here. Get yourself a little Loctite. Just blue Loctite. Don't do red. Red will lock it in place for good. Put a little blue Loctite on there. Yep. And then stick it in there. Get it on there. Get it in the proper hole. That way you don't have to over tighten them, but also not have the worries that they're going to come loose on you. That new 2-inch pedal hanger dropper, and don't make them all. Don't make one tight right up fast. Just kind of crisscross, kind of like you would do with a car tire. Let's get everything softly beveled. It literally fits perfect, guys. Custom fit. Nice and easy. And come back and start cinching them down gently all together. Make sure that pedal hanger is smooth. Crisscross patterns. Don't overcrank anything. Literally, the reason why I'm using just a screwdriver, guys, with a Allen on the end, is because I don't want to ratchet. If I had a ratchet, I could overpower something. And these are just aluminum. Everything's aluminum. So you just literally want to cinch it. That Loctite will do its job. Don't want them loose. Kind of let your hand slide in the screwdriver. As you notice, screwdriver is not going crazy tight. I'm just letting my hand spin in the shaft. There it is. All nice and snug. Same process, guys. Putting that new pedal back on. Just slipped up. I'm going to clean this up, and then we'll get it back on there. All right, guys. We'll keep on working on it. Just want to kind of show you what we got going. It's very strong. And notice here, if you have a question, you can see. Get the light in here so you can really see what I'm talking about. There is no scraping at all. it clears very nicely on your suspension. So there's plenty of space there. The hangers come down, and it does not move. It's solid. So you won't have any issue. You can still get your little 2.5 hex Allens up under these little, let's see, I'll show you. Okay, on this side of the slider, in my other YouTube video, see that little hole down there? That little hole is for your 2.5 hex to adjust your little brakes on the suspension. If you get like rattles or noises, you can loosen or tighten depending what the weather's doing or how your wheel's reacting to make sure your two slider rails aren't too loose or too tight. But so you can still get your tool in there, no sweat. All right, let's get these pedals cleaned up and back on. Guys, putting these pedals back on now. Got them cleaned up. There's your rod. It's got some grease on it. So getting right back on here to the aftermarket 2-inch pedal droppers. Getting the rod pushed back through. And the rod has like a beveled edge to it. So there's only one way it can fit in there. So gently push it in. It goes in very nicely. And if you need to get your little punch again, just to kind of get it into the other rubber side. I'll show you right in here what I'm talking about. You can kind of see this rubber that I was telling you when I took it apart. You got this little tiny piece of rubber. Take your punch and make sure that rubber gets deep in there, because you're going to put your little end caps back on, and you don't want that holding your end caps back. We got the rod exactly centered, and the other side just the same. The flashlight. Let me see what I'm looking at here. Yeah, so that rubber is also pushed right into itself nicely. All right, so we haven't tightened our middle grub yet. So what I like to do is put the pedal right there, dead center, and then go ahead and get your Allen again. I need to change this Allen out to my other size. Swap out your Allens, and then if you look over here, I'll show you on this side. This same grub screw, the OEM grub screw we put back in that has the embevelment, we're just going to tighten that up. And don't over tighten it. See that grub, guys? Okay, not over tighten it. And notice how nice your pedals have that smooth, and they'll even get a little snugger. And then grab your end caps. Put your end caps back on. I'm going to put these on, guys, and then I'll get back with you how it looks with me sitting on the wheel. Guys, I was going to mention his 4 bolts that he sent do not have Loctite on them. So just take one out at a time and put a little blue Loctite on it and stick it back in there. Just, you could do this before you put the pedal on. I did it on the other one, but kind of got ahead of myself. Put the pedal on, but there you can still get them out easy, just if you have the right tools. So put a little Loctite on his 4 bolts. See, no Loctite. You don't want those coming out when you're riding. So we'll get back to you. All right, guys, we got the 2-inch lower pedal hangers on. Notice how beautiful it sits. We're still about good 6 inches off the ground, so we're not even close. You could completely turn sharp and not even be close at all. So I'll show you what it looks like with me on it. And just seated already for me, because I'm very tall-legged. It seems like it's so much more lighter and easier to go seated. Just overall a wonderful experience. So we'll get a quick test drive and get you my feedback real quick. Okay, guys, check it out. Got the 2-inch pedal lowers on there. Look how nice that is. Because I'm such a tall 6'1" inseam, my knee sits right in that pad very nicely now. It's so much easier just get my foot on that wheel and just roll it around, and watch how when I'm on it, how much space I still have. And you know, if I was carving sharp, watch that pedal. It doesn't even get close. See, tight carving, it's so high still. There's like no issues at all. So anyway, guys, I think it's gonna be great. Give a little test run. It seemed to be wonderful. So guys, if you like this video, it's just one of those little things you can get if you want to drop yours. I'll put a little link in the description to where you can get them from. But give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and thanks so much for stopping by Tennessee DIY.